So, the old Foss Road, which everybody says is straight, but you start at a bend. Down to the junction, turn right. Huge valley. So we walk alongside this beautiful valley, sheep normally in there, and that's the chicken farm on the other side. So we're now walking parallel to where we did yesterday. Yesterday we were walking to Truckle Hill. Who on earth puts a handrail in the middle of a valley? And despite being a very, very straight road, this is not the Foss Road. We left that behind us. Must be Red Kite Day. They're all out. He's having a field day. This obviously was a chicken farm at one stage. Another lovely Cotswold wall. It's fallen into disrepair. Another bit of training for the dog. Walk on. And Bailey Hup. Bailey Hup. Bailey here. This side. Good boy. Down we go. Towards this old farm building, which I think is a wheat shed. Could be wrong. Okay, Wheatridge farmyard on our left. We're coming towards the corner where we deviate up a public footpath towards Castle Combe, and that is the valley that's at the bottom of Truckle Hill. Down the hill, round the bend, and we will turn left. We used to be able to turn right and go down a footpath, but that's now all private property. Look back up the road and look into the valley, and I'll give you an idea of the kind of hills that we climb up and down every day on our dog walks, because they're immense and massive. I can hear some machinery up ahead. I think the tractor is out cutting the hedges. I wonder whether he's gone left here because the gate looks open. The road takes you around to the right will take you back to Ford and Castle Combe. The pathway on the left here, which is a bridle way, will take you up to Castle Combe as well, and in particular the back of the golf course, the Manor House golf course, which we won't be walking today, but we'll add that in the next couple of days so we can join up. Love it when you're walking on the bedrock. The tractor behind us, that's what the noise is behind us. Got to pay the tax before we can move on. He doesn't do these dog walks for free, you know. Right, the bedrock starts giving away to mud, which is muddy. Lovely old wall hidden behind that tree line. Somebody felt that wall was important once upon a time. Whether to keep something out or to keep something in, not so important these days. Right, over the brow of the hill, we're not going to go on the route that I had originally planned, but there's one of my lottery winning houses over there. Oh, nice, top of the hill, beautiful. We're going down the valley. I've got to keep up with Baby because he shows me the way through. In fact, if you follow your dog, he will find you the smoothest path. See how he's just stepped to the right there? We can get down here. He wants me to avoid all this stuff, which is good, so we'll go up. Oh, that's lovely. Now he's back in the river, down the middle. Now he's turned right again. It's finding the smoothest path. He's picked up his pace. Probably seen a squirrel, I guess. Oh, look, yeah, he's right. That's smoother. Of course, I don't have all-wheel drive like he does on his four legs. He's gone left now. Well, unless, of course, you're following a squirrel. He's gone into alert mode, which means there must be people at the bottom of the hill. Every beautiful Wiltshire village has a beautiful little bridge. Castle Combe has many of them. And this one we will cross with. Isn't that pretty? There's a nice walk up there, up to Nettleton. We are going to follow the public footpath. Muddy patch down here. Like I say, always follow your dog. He'll find you your best route. Including going around the last tree as well. That's nice, isn't it? The route can get a bit wet and muddy, but as long as you follow your dog, you'll be fine. That's nice. He thought I was leaving him. And then we come out by the houses. We're going to go across the golf course and through the village. Catkins are out in full, and whatever shrub this is all in bud as well, so we're going to have an early spring. Gorgeous, gorgeous old kissing gate. Isn't that nice? Eh? The gap between me and my dog widens as he thinks we're heading to the river. Quick check from the dog as to whether we're going down there into the river. That's the golf course just the other side. That's the 13th hole. Quite a tough one. It's a pheasant just reminded me the last time I played here I put the ball out of bounds. He's so mocking, that pheasant. Beautiful little brook down the bottom here. The fairway itself goes down the bottom. But most people take the flag on, not realising it's 350 yards and you can't do it unless you're a professional. Doesn't stop us trying though, does it, eh? Right, the course itself I think is closed today. Chippenham is closed today. It's waterlogged after a few days of rain. We had overnight rain last night which has waterlogged all the greens, certainly in Chippenham, so I don't think I need to worry about keeping him close by. Watching a coot over by the river. I've just seen it myself, and having ran all the way over there, the coot was obviously flown away. It's just in front of him, look, mocking him as well. Oh, look at the height of the river. Oh. I don't think there's going to be swimming going on today, but we'll have a look when we get down to the Bybrook in Castle Combe. So this is the golf course. This is the 12th green just behind us. You can just see the white flag there. Tree works behind going on, and then 13th, as I say, goes up that hill, which I always used to find challenging. This is the 8th on the front nine. You tee off at the top of the hill, and when it's the front tees I can make the green, but if it's not the front tee I can't make the green. Every village in Wiltshire has a beautiful bridge. Castle Combe has quite a few of them. Here they are here. Meanwhile, Captain Chunky's over there checking out the depth of the river, which is raging. That is too much for him up here, so he won't make that. Stick, stick, go! Stick, stick, go! Where are my sticks? Off to the village, skip the next one. Okay, we are at the back of the Manor House Hotel. Private property that way, but we're going to take the public footpath, which goes between the hotel and the golf course, which is owned by the hotel, as is the pub in the village. Always wonder if that's a millstone. 2 Cotswold stone walls. One is never enough for a hotel. Muddy here. And through the gate, down these steps, what is an absolutely beautiful bridge, which takes you from what would originally been one side of the hotel to the other. I think it's now a private dwelling on the left, but a nice little bridge to walk under for no apparent reason. Right, we're about to come to the village of Castle Combe. Okay, this is the back of, I think these are part of the Manor House Hotel. Obviously the church behind is not. These are, I believe, Airbnbs just here. And some of these houses have been on sale recently. They're all $500,000 and upwards. And then this house, you go under and through it. If that makes sense, you'll see what I mean when we get down there. And this brings you out to the rear entrance of the hotel and the front entrance of the castle in pub. He's made out as if I were going there all the time. As if, eh? And we're into the village of Combe, where the captain is making his way, as a disciplined dog would, on the pavement down to the river. Now he's well trained, but he'll have no manners, so he'll just push past everybody like that. Right, he's been as good as gold considering I told him we're not going in the river. Okay, this is the bit where I thought it would be flooded. It's not as high as the bridge as I thought. Every pretty village. Yeah, well, Combe has about 3. Right, we're then heading back up the hill. Do you have a dog that walks on the double yellow lines? Well, one of them. The other one's covered by mud. Okay, up the swampy road. Oh, this is quite steep and it'll be quite slippy. Oh, whose idea was it to finish with an uphill? I look back downhill and out to the valley. Last little stretch to do. Right, this is why you bring your dog, because on big muddy sections like this, your dog will find you what's called a relief path, otherwise known as a desire route. But he'll remember from last year that this does not have mud. It'll take us almost to the end of the path. We'll have a little bit more mud in a minute. It's actually longer than I remember. Private dwelling on the right, another lovely Cotswold stone wall, and more bluebells. So this is going to be a route that will be gorgeous in a little while as we come back to the muddy track. Right, at the top of the woods. This is very nice in summer, especially with these fallen trees. Nice place to sit and have a sandwich or a mouthful of water. And after that gate post we come out to this point here, where there is a public footpath to our left which will take us back into Combe, or off to the right which will take us to the bottom of Truckle Hill. We are going back up this way. Okay, so we're coming up the road. The valley to our left, you can see the top of the hill over the other side. The valley to the left is the one we were walking down the day before yesterday. Right, tomorrow's lottery is 109 million. I reckon 10 million is going down there. We'll take the horses and the ponies right down to the farm on the corner. There is a video on my channel where we found little Jack Russell along here, called Jack, and we thought we'd inherited a new dog, but no, he came from here. He'd escaped, came up the road, about 13-14 years old, and ever since that day I've always carried a spare lead, just in case. It's only happened twice, but you never know. So walking the beautiful valleys of Combe, which looks like that. I know, a camera will never capture just how steep that is. It's about 45 degrees, I'd say. Maybe, yeah, maybe a bit more. Maybe 35 degrees. A bit less, that is, not a bit more. And then literally as I correct myself, I can see that angle just there. So that is more than 45 degrees. That is like 60 degrees straight down. That's ridiculous. No, we're not going up and down that. And the barbed wire fence stops there, so you can just drive your vehicle down. Lovely. Very interesting. All the vegetation, the other side of this wall has been removed. So interesting, last summer when we walked along here, I thought, do you know what, if I owned this property, I'd remove all that vegetation and I'd redo this wall and claim back my land. So they're doing it ahead of my obvious win on the lottery tomorrow, in anticipation of me wanting to buy it. That's good. I like that. It's good thinking. Look at the size of that tree. And its branches. I mean, its branches alone are huge. Right, the end of a 2-hour walk. His pace drops quite a bit, actually. Good news, Bailey. It's downhill from here. And that is the field over there that we saw earlier on. Oh, I thought I parked here on the corner. We haven't parked here on the corner, Bailey. We've parked up at North Wraxhall. Oh, we got uphill still to do. Nightmare. Forgotten about that. Right, schoolboy error. I thought I'd parked the car here and started our walk here. But I remember now, I was doing a different route choice until I changed my mind halfway through. And consequently, we didn't go up to Nettleton, which means we've still got to go back to North Wraxhall to find the car. That's normally where I park, just there. That's where I parked 2 days ago. So only when I saw that field, I thought I'd filmed that today. Ah, Martin. So this last stretch obviously is a reverse of the first stretch, but you get an idea of why we come up here. It's quiet, some good views, lots for him to do. This road is longer on the way back, I'm sure. I think the views are better this way as well. Yay! Back at the chicken farm, past the sheep field, and we're back at Snowdrop Junction. Nettleton and Grittleton to our right, Mountain Bower and West Kington ahead, Castle Combe behind us, Culloden and Bath here, and where we're going, to our car. So that's the valley that way, and that's the valley that way. Our final shot as we walk back to the car at North Wraxhall. Lovely. Bye-bye.
Lovely. Hope you've enjoyed. See you again.